Hello and welcome back to 2 Minutes on Books with Patrice. Well, I participated in the Booktube Prize, quarterfinals, Group D. If you don't know about the Booktube Prize, I will link the channel below so you can learn all about it, and maybe you want to judge too. Some people judge every single round each year. I have participated each year except for one since it's been in existence. So let's see. My books in Group D were Mark Twain, Mary Mother Comes to Me, Raising Hare, Jane Austen's Bookshelf, Black in Blues, and Jesus Wept. So let's see how I rank them. And I might say a little about them, but they were all interesting in their own way. Let's put it this way. Okay, at number 6, I put Jesus Wept. 7 Popes and the Battle for the Soul of the Catholic Church by Philip Sheenan. I think this was very well written, but I think it was a bit much. As you can see, I started off putting tabs, but then after a while I said, this is a library book and I'm going to have to take all of these tabs out. But there are quite a few interesting things in here. The sexual abuse scandal the Catholic Church is discussed. Each of the 7 popes are really, their lives are pretty much detailed. There's one pope that he was only a pope for like 33 days before he passed away. I thought that was interesting. It talked about how the popes chose their names after they became popes, the people that surrounded them and the influence that they had, their I don't want to say skirmish, but their infighting, and then their fighting or disagreements with the Protestant church. I mean, there's just so much in here. I thought it was good, but I really didn't have a big interest, and I thought it was a lot, too much was added. But, there are people that would read this and would absolutely love it, but I put it in 6th place. So the next 2 books were tied, and I had to figure out a way to break the tie. So let's see. The 2 books were Arundhati Roy's Mary Mother Comes to Me, or Mother Mary, I'm sorry, I always transpose that, and Mark Twain. So I broke the tie and said that yeah, I'm making this 5th place. Now, maybe it would have been better to me or more interesting to me, or maybe, I don't know, I would have, for lack of a better word, cared more if I had been more into the author or had read her works. I have never read anything by Arundhati Roy, but I think she had a lot to say about a mother who was really complicated and abusive to her and her brother, especially her brother, and how they turned out and the decisions that they made, and the fact that her mother, they were poor, and then her mother became a school teacher, and yeah, it was really interesting, and I thought it was very well written, but yeah, I liked Mark Twain better. So yeah, this was 5th place. And then Mark Twain by Ron Chernow. Yeah, Ron Chernow can write and he can research. I read Alexander Hamilton and absolutely loved it. This was good and I learned a lot. So this is why I put it in 4th place. But I must admit, if I didn't have to read this for Booktube Prize, I probably would not have read it. But yeah, I learned about his, of course, his upbringing, the type of person that he was, his feelings on slavery and Black Americans. I learned about the times that he lived in, and it was fascinating. But 4th place. So in 3rd place, so now my top 3 that's going on that I feel should go to the next round would be number 3, Raising Hare, a memoir by Chloe Dalton. And I'm just going to read you I listened to this on audio, and I thought it was really, really good and interesting. It says, imagine you could hold a baby hare and bottle feed it. Imagine that it lived under your roof and bounded around your bedroom at night, drumming on the duvet cover when it wanted your attention. Imagine that more than 2 years later, it still ran in from the fields when you called it and slept in your house for hours on end. For political advisor and speechwriter Chloe Dalton, who spent locked down deep in the English countryside, far away from her usual busy London life, this became her unexpected reality. And I just thought it was, you have this unexpected thing happen to you and you turn it into a book. And then it's successful because it's good. Yeah, this was 3rd place. Now, unpopular opinion, but this is just my opinion, and this is what I think should be the top 2, and they were tied, and I had to figure out a way to break the tie. The 2 that were tied, Jane Austen's Bookshelf and Black and Blues. Okay, so a lot of people in the Booktube world have talked about this book, Jane Austen's Bookshelf, and I don't blame them. Brian over at Bookish, he said this was his top book. I can't remember what type of video it was, but this was his top book. Maybe it was Booktube Prize. And it was really good, but I'm not like Heidi and Britta in that they want to read all of the books that were on Jane Austen's bookshelf. That's just not me. But I thought this was good. I learned a lot about rare books and book collecting, and this was just so well written. I'm not surprised that this was really popular. By Rebecca Romney. The subtitle is A Rare Book Collector's Quest to Find the Women Writers Who Shaped a Legend. So this was number 2 for me. And number 1, Imani Perry. I know that some people can't get along with Imani Perry, and it's fine. This is Black and Blues, and it says How a Color Tells the Story of My People. This was so researched and so much information that I had never heard of before. And I read a lot of Black history, history period, but there was so much Black history in this book and so much that I did not know that I will hold this dear. And I just thought it was very good, very, very good. And so it's my number 1 pick. So for those of you who have Group D, I can't wait to see how you ranked your books. Maybe I'm a little different. But anyway, this was great, and I am glad that I participated. But like I said, it was a lot. I had a couple of chunksters. So anyway, thanks for watching, and if you are participating in a Booktube Prize, let me know what you think. Until next time.